Hi everyone, Melissa here. I'm back with another video. And this week's video is an awesome success story. I'm super excited to share. This one's going to be focused around a money manifestation. So who doesn't want more money? So I'm really excited to share this one. And before I get started, just a reminder, I'm available for one-on-one coaching. You can find the link for that in the description of this video. I offer 1 hour, 30-minute, and 15-minute sessions. And I also have some awesome courses if you are someone who likes self-study. I have some great courses for changing your self-concept. I have a money challenge, a manifesting money, changing your money story challenge. I have some affirmation bundles for manifesting various things, changing your story in different areas of your life. And I have a course on manifesting love. So there's a whole bunch. So the link for my coaching and my courses will be in the description of this video. Okay, let's get into the success story because it's a really good one. So lots of people are interested in manifesting money, and a lot of people are wanting to manifest specific amounts or maybe lump sums, like big dollar amounts, big amounts of currency, right? So that's always such a fun topic to cover. And a lot of people struggle in that area because they will start intending for a certain amount, and then maybe that amount doesn't show up. And so then maybe they think, oh, it's not working, or that it's hard. Maybe there's beliefs about it's harder to manifest larger sums of money, or it's harder to earn larger sums of money, or money's hard to make. So whenever you're trying to manifest money, just like with anything else, you want to figure out what story you are currently telling about it. What are your current beliefs about money and making money and receiving money? And is it hard? Is it easy? Do you struggle with money? Is there never enough? So you really just want to check in with yourself and just, what do I believe is true about me and how much money I have and how much money is possible for me to have? So this client, they came to me needing specifically $4,500. They wanted $4,500 to be able to pay for some training courses. And it was really something imperative for things they wanted to do in the future. And they really wanted to do it, but they couldn't figure out how they were going to come up with the money. They didn't have it all at once, and the place wouldn't allow partial payments or a payment plan. So they were, their desire was, okay, I want to come up with $4,500 so that I can pay for this course and take these courses. So first thing first, we started talking about what do they think is true about money and how much they can make and how money comes to them. And they had a lot of beliefs about how, you have to have a really high paying job to be able to make a lot of money. It's rare to get lump sums of money unless you win them or inherit them. They don't just come frequently. And they were trying to figure out how were they going to make this money. So I really discourage them from focusing on the how, because if you already have a limiting story about how money can come to you, or if it's hard or easy to receive money, you're going to struggle trying to figure out how it could be possible. You're going to find yourself focusing more on the problem and the lack of the money than solution-based thinking, which is what we want to be doing. Living in the end, feeling as if, acting as if, that's all coming from the perspective of it's possible and happening and true for me right now. And when this person was trying to figure out how it was going to happen, that's very clearly coming from the place of I can't possibly see how this could be possible, happening, or true, because the only ways I can think that the money could come seem very rare to me, or just not possible for me in particular, right? So I strayed them away from focusing on the how, and we went back to the basic beliefs about money. Maybe before I thought money was hard to make. Maybe before I thought it was unusual or rare to receive large chunks of money or lump sums regularly, or even at all. Maybe before I thought you had to just work a ton to make a ton of money, or you had to have this much education, or you had to have this high paying job to make a ton of money. But now that's not what I'm going to continue telling myself is true. I choose to think about money from the perspective of it's limitless. The flow of money to me is constant and limitless. The ways in which money come to me are constant and limitless. There's infinite ways money comes to me. There's so many ways money comes to me, I can't even think of all the ways. And really just open up their horizons to changing the money story from complete lack and scarcity and limited means to, oh my gosh, there's so many ways money can come to me. I can't even fathom all the ways. And it's flowing in so much, I'm not even paying attention to how much I'm spending on things because I have so much I don't have to worry about it. Or I'm not paying attention to how much I'm spending at this one place because I always know I have enough, or it's always going to replenish itself when I spend it. So see the difference there? One is totally thinking about it from the perspective of, I don't have enough. I've never had enough. It's not possible for me to have enough, to the perspective of, I have an unlimited supply. I never have to worry about how it comes to me. It just always does. It just always does from anywhere. So we really started working on the story. So for about a week, they started really just their preferred method of their preferred technique is affirmations. So we crafted a couple affirmations, one of which was, I have plenty of money. Somehow, some way, the money comes to me for this course. I have plenty of money to pay for it. Okay. So, and I want to caveat this with, it doesn't matter what tense you say the affirmation in or you think the affirmation in. What matters is what the affirmation applies to you. So to them, those two affirmations implied to them that the money was here. They had it now. The money was flowing, they had it now, they could pay for the courses. So they started affirming, I have this much money, I can pay for the courses, somehow, some way it all worked out, somehow, some way the money always comes in. And the coolest thing happened. So they started doing this probably on like a Monday, and then maybe like 2 days ago, they got a deposit out of nowhere from the government that was a surplus that they were owed, that they had no idea about. And guess how much the deposit was for? $6,500. So not only did they manifest the $4,500 they needed, they got even more than that from a source they had no idea to even expect the money from. Probably from a source before that they thought would never give them money. So when you open up your idea, when you open up your beliefs about what's possible, anything can happen and anything will support your desire. So the most incredible thing manifested for them once they stopped thinking that I'm never going to get this money. How the heck is it going to show up? I can't make it this way. I can't make it this way. Maybe if I work 40 more hours, I can make it this way. I can save for months and do this. They just stopped saying it was hard. They stopped saying that they needed to worry about how the money was coming in and that it just wasn't coming in. And as soon as they let go of those perceived obstacles, the money came in so fast. They got more than they needed from a place they would have never expected. And they didn't have to work hard for it at all. They just changed their story. They didn't do 1 ounce of physical effort to get that money. They didn't take any action in the 3D to get that money. They just changed their story. They just changed their story about what was possible for them regarding money and how much money they had. So, to anyone watching this, wanting to manifest money, the first thing you have to do is pick your desire. So let's say it's $10,000, okay? So your intention is, I intend to receive $10,000, or I have $10,000, or I'm constantly receiving $10,000, or I have $10,000 in the bank, or someone gives me $10,000, or someone is giving me $10,000, because it's always only ever now. So if you say that, you're in the present moment. Remember, it's the intention behind the affirmation. It's the intention behind the visualization, whatever technique you use. It's the intention. It's whatever it means to you that matters. So you start with your desire. Okay. My desire is to manifest $10,000. Then you ask yourself, how possible do I think that is? Do when you say I received $10,000. I am getting $10,000. I have $10,000 in the bank. What comes up in your mind next? Do you hear yourself go, no, you don't? Or yeah, but, or yeah, right? How's that going to happen? Those little thoughts, those are resistant thoughts. Those are mental obstacles you're putting in the way of you receiving that $10,000. Those don't have to remain your beliefs unless you say so. Those are only true in your mind because you say so. So when you notice those, yeah, but, no, you don't, whatever thoughts, you shut them down and you replace them with, I have it right now. It's happening right now. It's totally possible and happening for me now. You give them no more attention. You give them no more, you don't allow them to be true for you anymore. You choose to perceive them as false. You choose to tell yourself those thoughts are now false. And the more you do that, the less those thoughts are going to pop up. This client, I think, had maybe 2 or 3 affirmations max that they were using that implied that they had tons of money and they could afford the courses. And that's how they conquered those, yeah, buts, whatever, you don't have it, those mental obstacles, that resistance. So figure out what your money story is. Do you believe it's hard to make money? Do you believe lump sums are rare? Do you believe you have to work hard for your money? Do you believe that only some people are rich and some people are poor? Do you believe that there's just never a way you're going to get out of this financial situation? Do you believe that there's nobody that would ever want to give you money? Do you believe that every time you make money, you have to spend it on something else? Or every time you make money, a new bill comes up? Or do you believe that you just never make enough? Those are all just ideas in your mind that you're telling yourself is true. You can just as easily pick a different idea about money and tell yourself that's true, and then that's what you're going to experience. But so long as you tell yourself this story that I'm lacking money, there's never enough, it's hard to get, you're only ever going to perceive that experience related to money in your reality. When you change the way you think about money, the way money shows up is going to change in your experience. So play around with it. Pick one thing regarding money. Pick an amount you want to manifest, and don't constantly look for it. Just intend that it's happening, that it's showing up, that you're receiving it, and let it show up. Just you intend it, and then you just allow it to show up. The more you try to micromanage the how, the more you try to check on the status of it, the more you're telling yourself, oh, I don't have it. It's actually not true that I have it. It's actually not true that it's happening now. So this was such a cool story because they manifested a lump sum, which they thought was super hard, by the way, in the beginning. They thought that was not possible for them. And they manifested way more than they needed. And now they can take those courses that they were running. So you can do it too. It doesn't have to take a long time. Like I said, this person, I think, started on a Monday, and by Friday or Thursday, the money had shown up in their account. So just try thinking from the perspective of money's easy to manifest, and I always get it, and it's coming to me constantly. And pick an amount to play around with. If you want to start with a smaller amount just to test it out, go for it. I receive $100. Somebody's giving me $100. I'm $100 richer. I have $100 more in my bank account. Play around with it, and then put your successes in the comments because it's so fun to read and it just helps inspire everybody else. But to anybody manifesting money, you just got to change the story that you have that equals, I don't have it yet, it's not possible for me. And then the money will flow to you. That's it. All right. And if you need help changing your money story or just figuring out what the heck your money story is, I would love to help you. You can find the link for my coaching in the description of this video, or my 14-day money mental diet challenge in the description of this video. And I think that's it for this one. I intend you have an amazing week ahead, and I'll see you in the next one.